Hey lovelies, how's it today? Come along as we go on and do my nails using the hard gel. So usually you have to start with your prepping, which is the normal thing to do. I take out the cuticles with the cuticle bit. I go in with my sanding band and just smoothen the surface of my nails to take out all the shine and file the edges, and then take out all the cuticles with my cuticle trimmer, all the dead cuticle cells that are sitting there. Don't pick out your cuticle in itself, only the dead ones that are sitting there. Then you go in with my file. I'm actually going to use a nail form, so I need to file these nails and make sure they're well rounded so I can have my nail form sitting properly. So I'm going to slow things down a bit here. Look at it. So I'm using this nail form, and when I want to put my nail form, I start by trying to put it into shape from the middle. Nail forms are all marked, so I put it in the middle, pull it down, and make it sit. Now when I say make it sit, I pick it from underneath and press it down. At the top, you notice that I pressed it down, and then I'm a bit out of range right there, but you see that little part that was off? I used it to hold it to make sure it is secure. And if you look at it, I make sure it is sitting from the side wall to the side wall and rounded, so there is no lift and it's not going to be looking up or jumping up when I'm doing my application. And that, once your nail form is sitting properly, then you are likely to have a perfect sit and not have any breakage. Then what I do next when I'm working with nail form normally, and I'm working on gel, I always prefer to build the tips. That's the free edge. I build the free edge, get the shape and the size or the length that I want first. Once I have that in place and I'm satisfied with the length and I'm satisfied with the shape that it's giving me, it can't be perfect because we need to put to consideration that we're using gel. It's not the same consistency like when we're using the acrylic that can sit and be firm at the same time. That the gel have the tendency of moving around, so that's why you can't work too much at a time. So once I've got my tips ready, I take out my nail form. Why I do this, I'm not saying it's the way everybody do their thing. I do that because when I take out the nail form, I kind of tend to see the amount of product that I'm putting on, and I'm able to actually notice that free edge, between the nail tips and the free edge area. You're able to build on just the right amount of product so that you avoid breakage, so that nails will not break off. And then I go in with the cuticle area to the cuticle area and just fill it in and pull it out and try to get my nails to level up. Of course, that gel actually levels itself, but still you have to know how to put your applications properly so that you have a proper level. So I just go in with my sanding band. Considering we're working with gel again, it's not something that requires too much filing, so I'm just going to use my sanding band to make sure that I have the nails properly leveled out, evenly leveled out, and then I go in with my nail file and do the shape on the sides and at the tip, and just make sure that I have my tape the shape the way I want it. If you have any like slips and fly offs, or if I can say that, in the middle of your nails, of course you can use your sanding band to take that out, and then of course I buff it to give me the smoothness of the nails that I want. And that being done, this is what the nails look like. So we have the apex in the right proportion. It's not too high, not too low. The cuticle is well aligned, the shape is well aligned on the sides and the teeth, and I don't have any sharp edges that can poke into your skin or mess up your face and all of that. So that is what it looks like, and I'm going to continue the remaining nails with artificial nails just for you to see as well. I mean, the first procedure is for those who really don't just want like glue on their nails, who don't want you to put an extension like a false nails on their nails, but they still want the length. They don't want short nails. So yeah, that's what the sculpting works for. But for people who don't mind, you can start with the nail false extension to get your length, and then you're going to use the gel to build in, and that's the finished look. Yes, it is lighter than acrylic, it lasts very long, and it's